When I log on to Turnitin, I can see immediately if you've even looked at your comments. I can also see your similarity report and whether or not I have late assignments that need grading. Before you do anything, get yourself a notebook. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, but put the assignment and the date up in the upper left-hand corner. Then I like to divide mine, so I use grid paper. In the left-hand side, I put organization. Any comments dealing with organization go here. Ideas and content go here. And then finally at the bottom, that's your conventions, your rules. So that's punctuation, grammar, syntax, anything else. Finally, I put a to-do list of things that I need to do in order to reassess. Sometimes I can't reassess on this particular paper, so that becomes my to-do list on the next paper to make sure that it is effective. When you log in to Turnitin, you'll see little thought bubbles. This is where the comments live. And so if you click on them, it'll pop up this information about a comment that I wrote specifically for you. The first comment that I wrote to Adrian says, go ahead and define the term Bildungsroman. You'll also hear it pronounced Bildungsroman, and she's using it correctly here, but it's not a term that I taught. What it means is a specific kind of coming of age story in which the person goes through a spiritual growth as they develop and change. Now, one of the things you want to do is if you're using an outside source, perhaps she stopped and looked up what type of book this was, what type of genre this book was, and she saw this term. She needs to cite the source from which she took it. She may know it from her own personal experience and from taking another class, but in that case, again, it's just important that you define it. All right, as I continue down through this piece, you can see that here I've told her to combine these two sentences and given her an explanation. I go a little bit further and you can see I wrote learn your comma and semicolon rules. Notice I didn't tell her what the semicolon and the comma rules were. She needs to look them up and then figure out what the error was that she made in this particular sentence. There are 6 common comma rules and there are 3 common semicolon rules, and you need to learn those so that you can make those changes. Because ding, 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 look, she's got another one down here. Buzz, there's a semicolon error. What she's going to do is walk through her piece. She's going to look at the different comments that I made, write them down in her notebook, and then be ready to revise.